What's up everybody, Broskadamus here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy Tactics Advance X. I'm about to spoil last episode in about 5 seconds, so if you haven't seen that or aren't quite caught up to us yet, go ahead and close the video if you're afraid of spoilers, of course. And we'll see you when you're ready and when you're here. Are they gone? Great. Last episode, we beat the first Totema. So, that should have opened up quite a few new missions for us to take on in this episode. So let's see what we have available. Not rumors, idiot. Not rumors, idiot. Hit down on the D-pad. Okay. We have a lot of dispatch missions and one clan mission. We can't do the clan mission just yet because we are not... Yes, that's right. We're not rank 4 in negotiate. So we have to wait on that. So, okay, well, according to this, I guess we'll pick up some dispatch missions. In a moment, I'm going to go ahead and check out our party real quick. And then we'll decide what we're going to do with this. Because I believe some of these we can't do yet. We're missing items and whatnot, and I believe some of them are level locked to, I think, Newbie Hall? Yes, combat level 5. I think we're 4. And then we should be missing some items here and there, so I think... Let's go ahead and take a look at the party, and then I think what we'll do is we'll pick up as many of these as we can, as strategically as we can, so we don't lock out too many of our characters or leave too many of our characters behind, and then I think we'll go do some random clan battles and try to catch up some of our guys that have fallen behind. So let's go ahead and take a look at our party here. If I remember correctly, Darcy should have mastered Asuna. Yes, okay, so we're going to need an item for Darcy to start mastering if we can swing that. And then I believe Loki mastered something if we haven't already replaced him. Don't need to check items just yet. Yes, Whirlwind is done. So he's going to need another item. I believe we already have one. There's our exercise. What else do we have? Cat claws, what are they? Chakra. Let's teach him chakra since exercise is a much more situational ability, to be sure. So we'll probably use we might use him on a mission. And we'll send some of our guys that are higher level on the dispatch, so that way we can do a little catch-up here with some of the some of our random clan missions. So let's gear out a few of these secondary characters that we do want to level up. I still would like to use Marius, but I'm not sure where I would use him yet. So let's wait on that. But I do want to use Niev here. Trying to remember what Elementalist takes. You'll have to forgive me, it's been a while. I want to say it takes 2 White Mage and 2 Fencing? I think so, maybe 1 and 1, but I will look it up after this video. We're going to stick with White Mage for now, and we're going to go with our easy route here with Cure and some standard gear. We can go ahead and use the Silken Robe, so we don't have anybody else that needs to use that right at this moment. Ooh, Fortune Ring. I forgot we picked that up. Nullifies Sleep and Doom. That could be fun. We'll have to keep our eye on that. Figure out who we want to put that on. Alright, so she doesn't need to be super geared. I think we're probably going to use her on a dispatch since she's level 11 right now. And then Oscar here. He should be learning. Yes, he's learning another ability. I might want to use him on the next mission, but I'm a little afraid of going without Darcy, to be completely honest. I might just keep using him until he picks up his Blue Mage stature, or... No, that wouldn't really help, because then I couldn't level him as a White Mage. Well, let's see. He does have Black Magic. I could use him as a fill-in for Diesel. If I give him the appropriate gear, of course. His gear is not abysmal. We might use him as kind of a hybrid in between, but we'll still bring Darcy, but we'll use him as the caster instead. Black magic's fairly strong on its own. I think what we can do here is take a magic ring for him to give him a little bit of assistance here. And we should be good to go. Yeah, it gives him a little more resistance. Not that I think that matters, but he is a white mage, so we'll see if that also gives him immunity to magic. But it boosts his magic power. That should be enough to crutch him in to be useful, so I think we'll use him, get him a couple of levels, because I do want to try out the blue mage for real. Like, actually try the blue mage, give it a fair chance. Getting close with the speed break. What are we looking at for Yves? I believe he's still learning Air Render. Yes, one more mission should clear him up. Marsh, I believe, just started with Blackout a couple of episodes ago. Yes, okay. And we need to find an item for Darcy. Now, an interesting thing is, who should we give that ring to? Fortune ring might be pretty interesting. Does it give magic power? That's an interesting question. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. It gives less magic power than the magic ring. No, it gives defense and resistance. Okay, so that's an interesting defensive tool we could use. I don't know if anybody else thought of that at the exact same moment. Let's give it to Diesel, he's our punching bag. For now, I think, well, right now, Colette's a little bit under-geared, but she's carrying the shit out of us right now with that last episode, so I think she's earned a little bit of a bonus for now until I figure out a better place to put that. Didn't mean to unequip those boots. We'll go ahead and give her that. She's earned that for a little while, at least until we find a better place to put it. And I would like to use Edmund, but I can't really justify doubling up, so I might just use him on a quick dispatch mission, so I can give him a couple of dispatch missions and maybe get him closer to finishing Wool. Gilbert, damn it, Gilbert, I don't know what to use you for. I like the idea of a fast time mage. That might be something to do. That's definitely scary. And Leroy is our thief, so we're going to be bringing him, I think after this episode, he'll actually be done with sheep count. And we'll switch him back to the thief, and we'll substitute back in Edmund, and we'll keep going from there. So let's go see if we can pick something up for Darcy. Oh shit, we got some new stuff in stock. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, a headband. Circlet. Circlet doesn't do shit. Headband doesn't do shit. Alright, headband does give pretty decent defense, though. Ooh, opal helm. Oh man, we're getting fancy up in here. Look how fancy that is. Look how much defense that is. Headband gives weapon attack also? Jesus. Alright, time to hoard money. Plate mail. Last haste. Counter for the Morpher. I don't believe that's the Morpher in this one. That is a placeholder spread, I think. That is a lot of defense, though. A Brigadine. I believe some of these are new, at least new models? Or some variety, or I just have been gone from this fucking game for a long time. Which is also entirely possible. Judo uniform. Power Sash. Damn, Power Sash. Return Fire. Oh man, we're getting into some of the fancy stuff now. It's expensive too. So I'm glad that I have been saving some money. I didn't know this was going to happen. But I am glad that I have some money at my disposal here. Maintenance, counter. We are going to be picking up a thief. I don't want to say pretty heavily investing in a thief, but... Ooh, Blue Mage, I forgot about that. We are getting it from Monk as well, though. That might be a good investment. Let's take one of those. I believe it's worth the investment. Power Sash, I cannot justify that right now. These robes, though, man. What else we got? We probably got some new weapons and stuff, too. Oh, man. Shadow Blow, we already had that. Ice Brand. Qui-Gon Blade. Vein Blade. Oh man, we got a lot of extra stuff now. We should actually be coming upon some of our better Vanga stuff, yeah. Oh man. That's gonna hurt the ass after purchase. Let's see. Oh, there's Predator. Stryborg. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting into some of the interesting, some of the more interesting items now. We already have the Scramasax, Rounded Dagger, Steel... Oh, Rondell Dagger, excuse me. Steel Armor. Steel Accessory. I'm gonna have to pick that up. I think I might as well do it now. I would really love to have the Steel Armor, but 10,000 I can't justify dropping on that just yet. Not until we're done picking up Shield. Of course, keep in mind this is before I know anything about what we're going to be facing. So, I mean, there could be next mission an amazing piece of armor that you can't get anywhere else or won't get for a long time. I'm not going to know that. And I'd rather not anybody tell me, to be honest. I'd rather just kind of figure it out and make the best of the situation as if I was playing this through just myself blind. I think that's more fun and more realistic, at least in the form of testing, and I think it's probably more interesting not to see me min-max the shit out of stuff too much, of course. Because it just requires... Ooh, Scarab. It just requires a lot of investment time-wise, and I don't think it's particularly interesting to watch, necessarily. For some people it might be. But for the sake of this playthrough, I'm not going to be min-maxing too much. I've forgotten too much about the game, and to min-max it will require a lot more time and a lot more retakes. Like restarts if things don't go right, or if I don't steal a certain thing, or if I don't have the right thing, then I have to go back and have a bunch of save states. I don't want to do that. That's just not worth the time investment for something I don't think is necessary right now. This game's been out long enough. Everybody already knows the base game. Ooh, we have Cura now. So hopefully that doesn't bother anybody too much. But I don't think it will. I think people would rather min-max on their own game than watch somebody min-max on YouTube, especially somebody they don't even know. Get on with it. Alright, so we have something for Darcy now. So we should be good to go. Darcy's in pretty good shape. That Cura is pretty much going to answer any kind of problems that we're going to have at the higher tier here. Everything's starting to hit just hard enough to warrant that, which I'm excited about. Alright, so... Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you just jump into anything from White Mage from that one, right? Alright, so we have some daggers saved up for our friendly thief here, and a few items that we can use on him. I think what we're going to do is probably give it to Loki first, because his gear sucks. So let's see what we got. Resistance-wise, that's not as good, but defense-wise, it's better because he's wearing a robe. So now he's picked up Counter, which is a nice little move. Yeah, I can always just move it over and then move it back to him if I need to. Alright, so I think that's going to do it for that. Let's go ahead and send out some of our units on some dispatch. And I don't believe we can do any of these. No, I don't have a broken sword. And this one requires white thread. I think we just picked up white thread. And we could use that magic metal. How many? Oh, two battles. That's a little bit longer than I would have liked, and it is a white mage. Okay. Okay, let's send Niev on that so she can start learning some abilities. She's level 11. She's not far behind as Oscar, and I can use Oscar as kind of an odd hybrid. She's a little bit higher level too, just to make sure that we finish this. And we can use that white thread. You immortal. I do not have a Tonberry lamp, and I'm not level 10 in anything. Okay. And that's another 2 dispatch. Damn. Alright, well, let's figure it out. This one can be for anyone, though. I don't want to lose Yve for that long. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about sending Diesel. But for 2 battles, I'm not real thrilled about that. Unless we're just going to be doing clan battles, then it doesn't really matter. And I'll be able to sub Edmund in before that, so I don't really want to use Edmund. We could send Oscar, but he's a little behind too. I don't really want to do that. I don't know if I can justify sending Nume right now either. I'd rather have somebody who I'm trying to teach stuff to. Okay, so I think what we'll do here is we'll send Diesel for this one, since we do have somebody taking his place as Black Mage right now. And I think we're probably going to be stuck doing... Well, stuck, it sounds so negative. We're going to be doing some of these dispatch missions and doing some random battles until we can open up some new missions through some levels, so I think that's okay for now. That's a 20-day one, that's not too bad. 20-day one, I can probably justify sending Edmund on that one. He's a little bit low, but I can probably justify sending him on that one just for a little bit of bonus in between. And we can always just wander around until he's back anyway. I'll probably skip through that if I decide to do that in this episode. Meteorite dispatch, 10 days, we can do that. Alright, let's go ahead and I'll have Marsh, Yve, Lucas. Well, Rolf is just not prepared for that. Let's see. If this is a 10-day one, maybe sending Leroy on it might actually finish him up. Or it'll be damn near close, so the next battle will finish him up. He's also high level, so let's actually do that. It's only a 10-day dispatch, let's do that. That's not a bad deal. Let's see about Voodoo. Voodoo, only 5 days? Damn, I should have sent him on that one. Idiot. Oh well. Let's... I don't want to send Yve on that one. I like Yve. I like to have him as our brick wall. Let's just send Colette. Actually, no, let's send Yve. We're gonna walk around a little bit. It's only 5 days. Put him closer to finishing Air Render so we can pick up some more abilities with him. And that's gonna do it for those. So shit doesn't hit the fan, I'm gonna go ahead and save. We're gonna save over here. Over here. And let's wander around for a little bit. For about 5 turns, or 5 days. I forgot about this. Now everything is becoming clear. I totally forgot about this. So this is explaining our backstory here and how it affects the people. And thus begins our increases in laws. And we're introduced to people who dislike the laws a little bit more than the average person. And that way around everything is... well, cards. We get to use our own cards at some point. Now, this is an interesting mechanic if you're not familiar with this game, though I'm guessing most of you are familiar with this system, because, I mean, chances are if you're watching this, you've played the original game, and if you haven't, well, I recommend playing the original game. I also recommend this mod. But for everybody else, I'm sure everybody knows how this works, but just in case, we do pick up the ability to nullify those laws that you have to follow in every battle, because they do become, as you progress through the game, progressively more, I don't want to say harsh, but numerous. So you can actually change the laws and nullify laws and whatnot using cards. I won't say too much more about it right now until we actually get into it. I'm not sure how deep I'm going to go using that. I might try to ignore it for the extra challenge and just work with what the game gives me, but we'll see. It depends, because this is already a hard mode mod and I might need to manipulate a few laws. I'm not sure if this system has changed at all in this mod just yet. I have not read about this particular section, I guess. You just did. Oh, spoiler. Damn it, should have said spoiler first. Oh well. Like I said, you probably played this game already. No, I need one more day. Stay over there. Oh, you bastard. Okay. Soul Saber in a Thunder Robe. And level 5... oh, I suck. I don't remember what that one is. Oh god, don't be an animist, please. I'm not even going to comment on how obnoxious that is. He's slightly higher level. It's fine. It's fine. At this point, he's one level higher. It's not necessary. I can make him something else, though, so I will take him. For now, we have the room. We'll see later on. I might, you know, let some of these guys go. I am probably going to let one of my white mages go early on. I believe it's Rolf, so we'll see. Now, I'm going to go ahead and wander around a little bit more. I'm going to speed this up, and I will see you after the 20 turn is over. So, see you then. And we're back. Oh, skill up. We got a bow. We're gonna have to take a look at that. And if I edited that correctly, you will see that we did indeed master sheep count. So let's go ahead and gear everyone out here. This is going to be kind of a preparation heavy episode. I apologize. I will definitely put skippable annotations in there so you can skip to parts you might want. And I will save first before I start screwing anything up. This is a story and preparation heavy episode. That's okay though. Alright, so we got him suited with sheep count. We're going to be okay without block arrows for now, it's fine. We're going to switch him to our thief. And he did not level as a animist, so that's interesting. We should be able to benefit maximum from the speed. Now the big question is, what do I put on him first? I don't want steel XP. Oops. I'm gonna go steel accessory, it'll be mastered quicker, and I think stealing accessory will be a lot more worthwhile. We don't have very many of those, and those tend to be kind of expensive, so I'm gonna go ahead and lead off of that, and we're gonna bring Call with him so he can sleep and take advantage of the sleeping target as the same person and maximize his speed. And I would like to give him some armor, thank you very much. Ah yes, we do need to go grab the Brigandine. Do we have anything else? No, magic ring. I'd like to give him some abilities. No, not abilities, actual armor. I'm gonna give him a thunder robe for now. Alright, so let's go ahead and give him the Brigandine so he can start learning counter. I think I might jump into this shop real quick to pick up a few accessories, because we're getting a little bit low. I am going to let Rolf go, because we do have lots of other options right now, so I'm going to go ahead and let him go before I forget. Make sure he's not equipped with anything. I don't know if that gives it all back, but I'm paranoid about stuff like that. Okay, so just to make sure we don't fill up by accident. And that should be it. Air Render's almost done, but we're going to bring him. He's one of our linchpins. These other two need to be defeated. Defeat 2 battles to bring both of these 2 back. So let's go back to town here and hope nobody fucks with us on our way in. Alright, that's convenient. We're going to actually be doing that in not too long. Any new missions come up from that little cutscene that we had? Nope. We're actually missing some. I believe that is on the seasonal system, though, because we just moved into Hunt Moon, so some quests are not available. I was never super clear on what and what was not temporary quest-wise, or something that you might miss, because my first playthrough of this, I actually screwed up and ended up throwing out an item I needed, so I couldn't complete 100%, sadly. I will probably eventually play through the base game again. I don't know if I'm going to play through the base game again on YouTube, but I might play through it again just on my own time, so I can see everything finally and unlock Sid at the end. Disappointed that I wasn't able to do that. Believe me, I tried. So I think what we'll pick up here is it's more resistance based. Power Sash is amazing, but I don't know if I can justify that kind of cost. So we've got some pretty good armor already, so let's ignore that, but let's go ahead and pick up another survival vest, I think. Actually, no, let's go with another Brigandine. It's slightly better and only a little bit more expensive. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's pick up, ah yes, the spike boots with its jump, dash boots with its extra move. I might actually want dash boots for Marsh, maybe even jump boots. I'd like to make him a little bit more maneuverable Oh, this is the improved jump boots. I want to say that some of these were rarer items that you couldn't get very easily, and they're for sale now, but for quite a bit of money. I'm gonna grab another pair of these, and we'll pick up another pair of gauntlets, I think. Actually, no, maybe we can steal some. We don't need those, absolutely. I would like to grab those boots, though. So let's go ahead and throw them around here. And I can go ahead and give... I screwed up my order of units. Getting rid of that one. Screwed it all up. Let's give him Brigadine. And I'd like to give our thief friend here those boots. Because he is a glass cannon. What do we have here? Yeah, okay, I can give that to Edmund then. Edmund, where are you? Man, this has messed me all up. Let's see. Nope. Survival vest is nice, but... Oh, that's right. He's not a Moogle. We can't do that. I forgot about that. That's okay. Let's give it to our thief anyway. Wrong thief. And then we'll be good to go. Let's switch that, actually. Let's give that to our thief. Make sure we have our abilities. Yep, okay. And then we'll give the boots to Loki. Try to gear out some of our lesser used characters here. I might make him a white monk. Or, sorry, not white monk. That's what he is right now, technically. I might make him a bishop. Two-handed bow, 5-panel range, take aim for archer, and the soul saber, suffer not the neophyte to wield it. That didn't really flow the way I thought it would. If you get that reference, you and me could be friends. Alright, let's go ahead and save, and we'll jump into a random match right next door here. We'll go greet one of our fellow clans with blades and bows. And we're back! For you, that was about half a second. For me, that was several days. I got interrupted about halfway through the recording. Luckily, there's a save feature. And I was able to save the first half of the recording. They'll be combined, so you'll be seeing this all in one block. Everything's been kind of a fustercluck. We've picked up, well, my girlfriend has picked up a new puppy, so I've had maybe 8 hours of sleep in the last 3 days. That's about it. Other than just being generally busy and having to sidetrack things, you're caught up. So let's continue. Hopefully we'll be moving as soon as possible to a bigger place, and there'll be less manipulation of the environment that I need to do before I can record, so I can just record, and I won't have to do bulk recordings. I can just do recordings regularly. So we'll see about that. Alright, so let's get started. You bastard. Oh, I forgot about treasure hunt. Alright, I guess that works out. Let's go ahead and treasure hunt. I guess that's kind of good that he ran from us. Rubber suit. Alright. Got some fetish gear. What kind of armor does that count as? Does it, yeah, okay. Does make you immune to lightning. And the rabbit chooses to drink right at this very moment. Yeah, I guess it's better than what she was wearing then. I think we'll go with that for now, since she was wearing kind of less than stellar armor. Alright, good, hold still. To war! Clan Dip. I don't know who came up with these names, but okay. I didn't realize that a clan could be monsters. I totally forgot about that. Alright, we have created a potential situation that is going to haunt me. What are we looking at? Level 17? Ooh. We have 3 dragons. Holy shit. Oh, this one has counter. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Mighty Guard 2, that's a pain. Alright. And we have one of each dragon, it looks like. Where are you? And a goblin. Damn! Okay, well... Dragon Force, too. Oof. Dragon Force... Alright, You're gonna have Goblin Punch, aren't you? Nope, Mutilate. Still kind of a pain. Not too bad, though. I have a worse time with Goblin Punch. If you've watched the series, you probably already know that. Oh, shit. Oh, man, this is like Debuff City. Is there anything else that I haven't found yet? Please no. Alright. And if you're hearing noise in the background, it's the puppy. And I might edit it if it gets insane. I'll try my best, but I'm not sure how bad it is until I actually get to hear the recording, so we'll see. Okay, so we got kind of a difficult task ahead of us here, because all the dragons are dangerous, though as long as we don't bunch up, it's physical damage we have to worry about from just about everyone other than their debilitating attacks. Not bunching up here is kind of difficult, though, but if we do slow the dragons, we'll be in a much better situation. I do believe that our tortoise friends here are pretty slow, so the fastest thing we'll probably be fighting is the goblin, but I might be making an ass of myself, so we'll see. Okay, yeah, so as I mentioned before, we now have 2 abilities, you idiot. 2 laws that we have to worry about. Chivalry does not affect us, and Shell does affect us as long as we don't use Shell. I believe Shell is the anti-magic one, so that's okay. We want Protect, because most of the damage we're going to be facing is physical-based. And this... Oh, the puppy is making a bunch of noise. I can hear it. I have one ear out of my headset so I can listen to see if he's getting into crap, but we'll see. Alright, so the laws shouldn't be a serious problem for us, and then the whole point of this is to bring some lesser used characters so they can get some use, but some of these monsters are pretty nasty. I will be bringing some of them, of course, because that's the whole point. We need to catch some people up and not just keep bringing the A-team and dig ourselves into a spot where we're all using the same abilities and same units the entire time, and it's kind of boring. I'm going to go ahead and assume that this dragon cannot jump down here, so I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of a gamble. I think this is probably one of the best places I could put him, though. I do want to use Edmund, but he might be a little slow for this, which scares me a little bit. And there's nothing to steal. Damn. Alright, so we're gonna probably need a lot of control. And with a lot of control, we won't have to worry too much about the levels of our units using control abilities unless they come under fire. Okay, there's really not going to be any flanking this guy until he comes around to us, and he might have to go all the way around to here. And if that's the case, then we'll be okay. I do want to start slowing things as fast as possible, so I will split up who can slow what. I'll have a speed break capable unit on each side of the deployment zone here. I don't want to overextend, of course. I'd rather them not be able to just wander in on their first turn and start smacking people around. But I don't have a lot of choice here because they spawn all around us. I'm going to go ahead and keep Lucas over here, because if I can slow the tortoise enemy down here, then we'll be a little bit better off. Because he won't be able to act right away. And I'm going to bring Oscar. It does allow us to be a more attrition-based, so we can kind of fight a little longer because he does have Cure. And I believe we're actually teaching him Protect at the same time too, which is really useful actually. Alright, so I'm going to bring Edmund, because we do need to level people up. And, oh, wait a minute. Now, let's go with just 2 for now. I'm a little bit worried about these dragons. So we'll go 2-2 and try to control to the right and the left of our deployment zone here. So I think that... Yeah, so I'll stick with Oscar and Lucas here, and we'll level them for this one, and then the next one we'll commit to some other ones. So I think we're all set. We'll have to see how this goes. A little bit nervous, to say the least. Though I am not worried about the laws as long as I'm paying attention. And Colette does get to go first, and yeah, okay. So, yeah, okay. Alright, well, my estimate was correct. That he's going to be the fastest. He's also level 17, that's kind of a pain. So we're going to have to see about slowing this all down to put it under our control here a little more effectively. Everything is facing me, so that sucks. There's not a lot I can do about that. Let's see what our percentages are on some of our control here. That's not what I was looking for. Alright, let's double check aim legs here. 40%, that's less than stellar. 50% better. Let's see what we got on our turtle. Probably, I would imagine it's 40. 70. Oh, because he's slow. I believe he has ranged abilities, though. So he's so slow, though. I don't really want to throw... Alright, before I forget, let me double check and see the movement here. Okay, yeah, he does have to go around. Okay, I thought so. I was 99% sure. I'm just glad that dragons don't have a huge movement radius. Alright, so here, that's the theme we have going on here. Dragons move slow. And then, fuck you, Goblin. So, 50% chance to lock the Goblin. He's not the biggest threat, though. He's fast, but when he moves into range to start draining HP with his attacks or his basic punches, I think we're defensive enough to be able to handle that. It's the dragons I'm worried about, and I need to... Everybody needs to spread out so breath attacks don't just murder us. I wonder what the effect chance of blackout on our turtle here is. 70%. I might actually do that. He's so slow that if I speed break him once, he might actually be slow enough to ignore with air quotes for the most part, and he won't be a huge threat. And it's also our best chance to hit, so I think I'm actually going to go for it. Let me double check and make sure that I'm not putting Colette in a situation where she could be flanked easily. Okay, so he's not going to be able to reach, but this bastard can reach everyone. Okay, so I'll have to look away from what I'm actually targeting here and prepare for that goblin, because he's going to get his turn. Might even be able to just have her sit tight here and face forward in a defensive line, not sharpshoot aim. Yeah, so let's go ahead and let's take this shot. This is our best shot, and we'll see how it affects his abilities. Damn it! That's a great start. That's a great start. I'm excited to see what else is waiting. So he's probably going to go after Lucas. No. Ah, he does have low health. Damn, that does a lot of damage. Just hold on there, Oscar. It's gonna be alright. We have 2 healers. I think we might be able to attrition this out if we have to. He does have black mage abilities, so we're gonna have a whole lot of really angry lizards on us in just a damn second. The shitty thing is I don't think we can actually spread out effectively to avoid all of the breath attacks. So we're probably going to have to deal with 2. I don't think you can breath down the cliff, so we might have to just deal with 2, but we'll see. You know, it's proved me wrong before. And he's going to get a turn before I can move Oscar, so Oscar might be the brunt of that one, and that'll decide a lot. So let's go ahead and start prepping some protection. Yes, okay, good. I always mix those 2 up. I don't know why. Let's go ahead and use it on our weaker targets here. Though I would like to protect Oscar. I don't think I can justify it, especially with the dragon coming in. Yves should be able to hold his own. So let's find out, shall we? Excuse me while I take a drink of my beverage. Okay. I do want to start spreading the hell out, but there's nowhere to fucking go. We're in an interesting position here. We started the fight surrounded. There's going to be a dragon on the top right and the bottom left, and I don't really want to move any of my squishier targets in range of that, and I don't really want to move them out to be able to be flanked easily by the goblin that can move 1,000 miles. Yeah, actually, let's do a little baiting. Let's see if we can see if, Ooh, I don't want to look away. Alright, we'll find out if he can aim down that cliff with his breath attacks. We'll figure that out right now. Okay, so now my decision is slow goblin or slow turtle. Slowing turtle exposes Lucas a little bit more than I would like. What's his effectiveness for a head-on? Yeah, that's garbage. I figured, but I didn't want to assume. Let's go ahead and speed break him. He should be out of range of everyone else. 73%, come on, don't screw me with another 3%. Okay, that's good. And I'm gonna go backsies to backsies with the judge here. Because he's kind of stuck out, but it's, I think, a necessary evil at this point. I believe we're going to be facing blue dragon first, yes, and then yellow dragon and red dragon. Consequently, red dragon is my favorite kind of sushi roll. Let's see. That turtle has a lot of defense. Also has pretty good weapon attack. Holy crap. Alright. What's that compared to the dragons? Okay, not nearly as much. Makes me feel a little bit better. Because he is going to attack somebody, and that goblin's got quite a bit of attack as well. So he's got the lowest attack of everything. So I am more inclined to try to slow everything else down, but everything, again, is facing us. those 40%, man, I don't really want to take those shots, especially when we're going to be spamming the living hell out of our control abilities. Can we... Did it actually extend my range? No, it didn't. Okay. Let's kind of lock the goblin from moving around a little bit too much into our flank. And I think I will go for another blackout here. I mean, we can't screw up two 70% in a row, right? Because I'd like to be able to blind him and leave him for now. Okay, good. I was going to be very upset. Alright, our blue friend up there is going to start moving in a second. And then I should be able to strike him with a speed break right now. 85%. That's acceptable without exposing myself too much to any kind of flanks. Good. So he's been neutered. His threat has been neutered a little bit. So I think we're going to be okay when it comes to... We are spread out, but I don't think we're spread out enough. I think we might have a problem from our electric friend up there. I will have to move Oscar. I'm going to keep him there. I don't think you can actually jump up that way, so I'm going to go ahead and keep him there as kind of like a blockade on those steps. Okay, good. He cannot attack down. That's good to know. He will use his Mighty Guard, though. That sucks, but at least he has to come around to get to us. That's going to be a real pain. I believe he's the one with counter as well, so he is probably our biggest threat. Oh, okay. Alright, so Oscar has more health than I remember. Now, the rest of the dragons are going to be coming soon. I don't think he can reach anything important. No, he's going to have to breathe to hit something. And all he's going to hit is Marsh and his own guy. Unless he turns to breathe this... No, that still won't work. Okay, so we should be okay there from the red dragon, but this guy... This guy has a pretty good shot on Colette, which really sucks because I thought I was out of his range, but I was wrong. He had more movement than I thought. So we're going to have to rely on... Oh man, he's going to wreck our shit with a breath attack. He has one, right? I'm pretty sure he has the Thunderbolt Breath. Yeah, Bolt Breath, okay. Well, Colette is immune to it. And Marsh should be able to survive it, but I do need to get Oscar the hell out of there. Yeah, you can't jump down there. Okay. So I'm going to move this way. I'm going to pop up some more Protect here on the units still missing it, and then all of our units will have Protect, and we'll be okay in that realm. And we'll see what we can do with him further down the road. Alright, now we weather the attack of the giant lizards. Oh, he's gonna go for, that sucks. I was hoping he wouldn't do that. That's probably gonna kill Lucas, straight up. Yeah. Oh yeah, that screwed him up. He's dead, absolutely. Okay, that sucks. We do have a revive, and we have some Phoenix down in a pinch, so we'll be okay. And I can just hear the puppy moving around, and that I know that shit's gonna show up all over the recording. Oh man, I'm gonna have to scrub through that pretty carefully. Oh, you're shitting me! Damn it! I was hoping the facing would save us there, but it didn't. I was also hoping we were up a little bit too high for that to count, but it counted. So, I will be able to pick him up pretty quick with Darcy, though. Nobody else has been smacked around too bad. And I can get a full flu. Hold on. Let's not get too excited there. Hold on a second. Alright, so our turtle's going to move here, and then... Okay, yeah. So we're going to start to outpace, but the issue is that I haven't slowed any dragons yet. So who gets their turn next? Turtle. Not too worried about the turtle. He shouldn't be able to flank into any of our stuff. He's also blinded. Darcy's going to get a turn. I'll pick up Oscar. Oscar can start throwing heals where needed, and then I can pick up Lucas again and try to use him to slow those 2 dragons coming down the steps. Marsh is going to get a turn as well. He can take action against the red dragon and hopefully lock it down or blind it or whatever we decide to do. Colette is actually going to get another turn before the blue dragon goes again, so we can get excited again. That actually might work. So now the question is, what do I pin? Do I go for the blue dragon and keep him farther away? No, that's not what I want. Or do I go for the yellow dragon? Even though he's already up in our shit, it will keep him exposed to things. But this one... Ooh, he has less chance. I should be able to effectively move away from him and still remain in the flank with Colette afterwards. I'm going to go for the better chance, just to be as safe as possible, and the fact that he will be exposed to speed breaking and attacks afterwards. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. Okay, good, we got it. That's relaxing. And then we're going to go ahead and make a run for it down the steps, I think. Get as far away as we can, and then maybe take a pot shot at the blue one next. If she can lock both of them down, she's my new favorite. Ranged character. Nobody's going to replace you, Yve. Don't worry. Alright, blind is working. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some life in here. Pick up Oscar, so he can start rectifying the healing situation when we're gonna need him to. And we're gonna need him to. He's also okay for staying there. Alright, Yve. This turn is important. I'm gonna move and flank the dragon, I think. Slow it. Speed break it. Trouble is, that leaves our white mages alone. But it goes Yve Marsh. In which case, we do have Colette again, and she can run down there if the shit hits the fan and try to make a move. Oscar will get a turn. Oscar will get a turn before the red dragon. Darcy gets another turn before the red dragon. Okay. And it'll get even better if we slow him. So we are actually in a pretty good situation there. He will have to tank a hit from him, but it's Yve. Fuck it. He's got it. There's no problem. No problem for Yve. 80% chance. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see if we can open this up. Yes. Okay, so slow down the slow units. Alright, now Marsh... Let's go ahead and get the vertices here, because then he can't strike me. The only thing is that if we go for this, we go for his legs, 60% chance. I am going to take it, only because I know Oscar is going to get a turn. He's probably going to fucking kill Oscar, though, before I can take... If I pin him, though, he won't. But if I don't succeed... He's gonna run up there and kick him in the teeth. Most likely. Allegedly. I'm gonna go for the control. Oh man, what is that dog doing? Yeah. Not a huge amount of choice here. Just kinda have to take what I can get. Though if this does succeed, the only thing running around loose is that dragon. That dragon's gonna fuck him up, though, on its own. So do I stay in front of him? He's gonna be able to get around me, though, because he's, like, the agilest motherfucker. Yeah, he's just gonna run around me. Let's take a shot. The dragon's 50%, but I think the dragon's a bigger threat. I don't like it, but If we can pin him, all is forgiven. We'll see, though. Okay. Okay, well, all is not forgiven, because we still got some problems, but everything is a lot better. It's like, instead of, you know, cutting off our hand for stealing, they only cut off one finger. That's a shit analogy. That still sucks. Especially if it's your middle finger. You need that. Or your thumb. Alright, I gotta make him attack the front, so I'm gonna form up here. And then maybe he'll be forced to attack head-on, rather than being able to flank. Though he may still use his life drain. Yeah, it looks like this is what he's gonna do. This shouldn't be enough. We have enough resistance. So this is best case scenario. Yeah, okay, didn't quite kill him. That's good. We'll be able to rectify that situation a little bit better on our next turns coming up. Alright, so the blue dragon and our goblin down here are the ones that are moving. So our decision now is... do I go for the legs on this guy for 50? Do I try to flank more? Can I flank more? At what point does it count as a rear flank? 60%. That's a rear flank. Okay. I am not immune to his breath attack, though, sadly. Only the lightning. And he will be able to reach me, actually. That fucking sucks. Alright, so in order to play it safe, we'll take the pot shot from here at 50 and then run the hell away. Because I have a feeling Colette is going to play a big deal in this. So if we can pin him here, everything's going our way. Excellent. Ah, Jesus. Colette, baby. Alright. She doesn't have to run now. She maintains flanks. Shouldn't reach, right? Just, you know, whatever. Just be a little safe there. Let's not take anything for granted. Alright, so that's one. He's got two more before he's out. Well, one more before he's out, and then we have to deal with that. So, our lightning and red dragon should be coming up pretty soon. Yeah, see, yeah, he's falling behind. Colette's getting another turn before he gets to even move. He is pinned, though, so I'm going to move out of the way. Let's start picking up some... actually, wait. We can use Darcy to heal, and we throw some black magic around while everybody's grouped the hell up. Yeah, Darcy's gonna get a turn next. Yeah. That's playing a little bit smarter. I don't actually know what to hit them with. You know, the issue, of course, is, you know, they're facing us at all times, and there's nothing I can do to flank right now. Actually, I can vertice this. Yeah, I still think that counts as a frontal attack, though. Let's double check. 60%. No, it doesn't. All right, let's do it. Let's teach him a lesson. Go get him, Oscar. Yeah, good hits. Ay, damn it. Missed the dragon. But that's okay. Two out of 3. Not bad. Leveled him up. I will absolutely take that. And we actually have a rear flank full line behind them. And I should be able to heal him from here. And if not, that sucks. Oh, shit. Hell yeah. Let's Kira top him off. So glad we picked up Kira. That tops him off in one go. Boom. That's it. Attrition. You can sit tight. Alright, dragons are still a threat. When they get out of that, we're still gonna have a problem. But until then, we're looking pretty good. We still need to slow the 2 dragons up there, and for some reason that dragon is unusually fast. I don't remember him being that fast, but he was the first to move, so I guess that explains quite a bit. I'm not really worried about the Luan here. Actually, can't stand on the vertices of this one. Actually, want to go for the throat on this goblin? We can do that. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, let's go for the throat. Let's clear out the field a little bit so I can go pick up poor fucking Lucas. That's a good hit. And then we can move. Because I think he'll be alright against Luan here, but... garbage factory. I can't actually, like, get around appropriately. I'm actually going to keep him there for now. Alright, Marsh. And we are going to start losing our protects here in a sec. Stand on the corners. Go for this one. 40 damage. That's pretty good. I'll drop him down to about 100. Or it can, you know, hit a little bit less, but, you know, same idea. Same idea. Same point. Now, do I can't afford it. Can I reach him from there? I don't think so. That's a little bit of a stretch. Holy shit, almost. Can I reach him from there? I don't think so. I think we're still one short. Yeah. Breath attack's gonna hit there, though. Oh no, we're immune to it. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Rubber suit. That's some good damage right there. I'm going to save the mana, so I'm just going for a standard attack, because I'm going to need more blinding and leg aiming real soon. Good hit. Alright. So he's got one more turn, he's going to be able to move, so we're going to need to move Colette. And it's Darcy's turn again. Nah. I'm gonna have him. Oh, actually, let's go pick up Lucas. He's probably not gonna get a turn though before the goblin smacks into him. But I mean, let's be honest here. I'd rather the goblin go attack that than start plinking at any of my other guys. Big issue would be the fact that that dragon is still there and he's probably gonna breath attack, but we'll see. Let's RNG it. I should have faced away, but I didn't actually plan to revive him. We'll see. Yep, that sucks. Alright, well, that's too bad. We don't really have anything else to do with Darcy right now because none of our primary units are hurt anymore, especially with Kira going around. So he's going to go after Yve, but that's okay. That's a lot of damage still. That's still a lot of damage. Doesn't matter though, because Yve is not going to get hit by nothing. Alright, let's do it again. Let's air render the goblin, and we should be able to bring him down this turn. Or this sequence, I should say. Yeah, so Marsh should be able to finish him off. And we're going to keep Yve there. And yeah, let's actually go for this. This might actually kill the goblin, and then we can use our turn for other things. Alright, alright. Yeah, that a boy. And you still hit him and he was facing you. Excellent. Couldn't have been happier with that. 3 for 3. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and maintain our line here. The turtle should be able to move real soon, yeah. Well, not real soon, I guess, in terms of this game. So he's gonna bust out of that, so Colette's got her last leg here. And I'm actually going to move her away. He's gonna be coming down, we're gonna have a problem real soon. Can't black out yet, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take a pot shot. Whoops. It's not what I wanted. I cannot quite reach that dragon. Oh, wait. And judging by Colette's speed, she should be able to go before the lightning dragon comes out of his controlled situation. So we should be okay. Start plinking away in some of these guys and start losing my voice. That's why I have the drink here, because allergies have been bad lately. Alright, so we're going to have to use a turn here to slow this guy, and we'll ensure that we'll be able to make better use. Excellent, and then we're going to go ahead and move Marsh away from this terrible, terrible position, because I would like him not to be flanked by the dragon. What's our turns look like? Yeah, damn it. Alright, so... I was afraid of that. Even with the slow, it wasn't quite enough. Alright, let's do this then. Let's... Colette's gonna have a bad time. There's not a lot I can do about it. I'm gonna throw her Protect, because she's gonna have to deal with it. Let's supplement a little bit. I'll be okay if the dragon comes over and tries to attack us with a breath attack instead. I'm okay with that. Let's see what our turtle friend is gonna do. Just regular attack, alright. That's fine. Even if it hits, it's totally fine. Alright, a little bit pissed that he turned Marsh. But what are you gonna do? And let's throw another air render. Actually, wait. Let's save a little bit of save a little bit of our mana and start laying into this guy. That's a good hit. I'm happy with that. Alright, so now we've got some problems. The two of those dragons are free at the same time. And he chooses to what? Oh dear. I forgot he had a little bit more movement range than the other dragons. So that sucks. Oh yeah, Yave taught him how to dodge. Oh, somebody call Piccolo. So we're dodging all that shit up in here. Alright, now what do we do? That turned out amazingly. I'm so dumbfounded by it, I don't actually know what I want to do. We're gonna have some serious shit in this corner, though. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a Protect and then try to get the hell out. So let's go ahead and do that, because we're gonna have a lot of physical damage coming our way real soon. Let's fall back there. Oh, now you're just fucking with me. You just moved that guy to cover the dragon. You did that on purpose. Alright, let's take a shot. And hope things go our way. They do again. Excellent. Okay. Colette just does not fuck around. Let's get away from that blue dragon coming down the stairs there, because that's going to be an issue. What's our turns look like? Shit, he's going to run down there and kick the shit out of Lucas if I revive him, isn't he? What's his movement look like? Oh, hell yeah, he is. Yeah, no problem. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, you can get him with breath attack. That sucks. I'm sorry, Lucas. I'm sorry. Quick, throw Protects around. Protect, and I'm going to move him away and into that corner. Should be relatively safe. Even from breath attacks. I don't think that the UI, it's not even close to the right word. The computer will attack through its own guy. Especially one that's not so good against magic attacks. That breath attack can hit Marsh, can't it? Son of a bitch. Alright, that's not as much damage as I was expecting, actually. Marsh is pretty well geared. This is gonna hit him, though. I mean... Yeah, okay. We're alright, though. That's not too bad. And we did pin the yellow dragon as well. Okay, let's go ahead and step back. And we'll go ahead and slow for safety's sake. 60%, that sucks. I can't get a better angle either. I'm gonna have to go for it, because if we do slow him, that makes a big deal. Damn it. Alright, that's okay. Alright, one more turn and the red dragon will be free. It's okay though. If we focus fire on him, we might actually come close to killing him. So let's try to do that, shall we? Because if he goes down, then we only have to worry about 2 dragons. Math. Fuck yeah. Alright, Colette, what do you got for me? You have enough to pin. Can you flank effectively? Not really. I think this counts as a side flank anyway. That's not what I want. Kidding me? Alright. Okay, Colette's gonna get another turn. The red dragon, we should be able to kill him before he gets a shot. So I'm gonna go ahead and spend some of her mana here. Let's take a 50-50. Otherwise, worse shit's gonna happen. We got it. We fucking got it! Eat it. Eat it, dragons. Alright, we should be able to actually reach both of those dragons. I don't think we're going to hit the yellow dragon, but I would like to hit the red one, because this will pretty much ensure that we can kill him before his turn. And it ensures that Oscar gets some more XP, which is why we're here. Oh, he does hit him. Alright, that's fine with me. Not gonna complain, of course. And he should be... Ah, oh, damn it, he can still get... he can still get hit with shit. Okay, well... I really want to revive Lucas so he can get in on this XP, so I'm gonna go ahead and just have him sit tight so he gets his turn sooner. And yeah, we are out of mana. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, let's take... whatever. Let's take a pot shot on this one. It'll free up the rest of our units to move later. Excellent! Alright, turtle and 2 dragons. Let's do this. Alright, that's 1. We do need to speed break him still. Alright, so he's got counter, so we do need to just start shooting his ass. Everybody else should be able to take action against the turtle and that guy. Okay, yeah, so we'll just... Yeah, it's 12. Alright. Let's just take some pot shots here on blue. Ooh, I forgot he's got that guard. Yeah, just lay into him, please. We'll lay into these two. 0 damage. Aw, shit, am I using a lightning blade? You idiot. You idiot. Alright, we might be able to swing this one. Can I revive from here? Or do I need to move up more? I think I need to move up more. Damn it, just short. Okay. That stupid pot is in the way. We're still on the vertices there, so it shouldn't be too bad. Let's pick him back up, see if we can start utilizing him a little bit. I feel bad that he's been dead most of the fight. If I can use him to speed break that dragon, I'd be happy. Or at least use him. Period. I will have to worry about... Ah, son of a bitch. Alright, so the blue dragon's gonna be able to breathe shit. Actually, he's gonna have to decide. Yeah, I'd rather him shoot at somebody with more resistance. And I'd also like to be able to move Lucas once. Or twice. Please. Oh, what's going on here? I'm just going for a frontal attack for 6%. If he hits this, I swear to God. Alright. Because sometimes those numbers are a little bit funny. Holy shit, I can move Lucas. Speed break this fool. 90%, please land it, because I need to speed break him, and I need you to not die right away. Excellent. Let's get some XP on you. So let's go for him. Let's do it. Don't shoot Darcy! Okay. Jesus Christ. Another reference to last episode. No, that's problem territory. Actually, let's go right here. Got a lot of mana left still. Can I hit stuff? I can hit stuff. I can also hit Darcy. Don't really want to do that. Kind of makes me unhappy. I'm going to go ahead and do it, though, because Darcy's got a lot of resistance, and he can heal himself. I'm pretty comfortable right now. We got a lead. Let's keep the lead. And it missed him, too. Fantastic. Did hit one of the enemies. I'm okay with that. We want the XP for the most part. Oh, he's going for Lightning Bolt. Not happy about that. That's a lot of damage. That's okay. We can heal. I'm gonna go for the... just so little damage. It's just... It's brutal. Let's get some poison going so when his turns do cycle we can whittle him down. Please proc poison. That's the whole point of using the mana on this. Yes, excellent. That might actually bypass some of his defenses, because I believe it counts as magic damage, so we'll see. Yes, okay. Excellent. That's way more useful. I'm glad I spent the mana on that. Alright, so Yvei's hurting a little bit. Not super excited about that, but I can heal him. So not a huge deal. Not going to do any damage, remember, because it's a lightning weapon. God damn it. Let's see. I believe Air Render doesn't use the actual weapon. Yeah, okay. So let's just let's do that. Let's get the hell away from him, because I just don't want to take another hit. Damn it, just still out of range. Alright, well, I think we can heal before then, so it'll be alright. We got Darcy and we got Oscar right there. It'll be okay. We'll throw some air renders. Whittle him as well. Things are looking pretty good. That's a good hit. Got a level. Not trying to level you. Aw, yeah. Cura. Solve that problem. Yeah, there we go. Feeling better about that now. Let's go ahead and fuck off. Let's do that. What do we got? What's his health looking like? 85? Can't really move Marsh anywhere because there's like assholes in the way everywhere. What's our turn look like? Yeah, we're pulling ahead now. Okay, so that should be his second turn. I can't remember if that's his third or not. We are going to attempt to kill him before that, though, so we shouldn't be too badly off. And if we just land a few of these, we should be able to solve the problem. And Barsh levels up also. Excellent. let's just stick on the corners here. Just trying to get some... I don't care about the damage, I just want the XP. I might actually sit around and farm that turtle a little bit to get some XP. Catch everybody up a little bit, because they're falling behind. Well, using just Lucas and Oscar, of course. I don't want to push everybody too far up because it does scale to your level in this mod, so something to keep in mind. Definitely. Don't want to push our characters that are farther along a little too far ahead. Just makes it harder to catch everybody else up. Ooh, that's a good hit. We should definitely be able to bring him down. Oscar levels up again. I believe that is 11? Yes, excellent. And I can move over here now if that's going to guarantee our kill. March 17, damn. Yep, so that should kill him. I'm not going to use combo because we have more turns coming up, and it's just not necessary. Our bigger chances to hit and our harder hitting abilities and weapons were a little bit better off. We don't have to spam combo as much. Do not fuck with me. Thank you. I'm okay with that. For a change. I'm not gonna be able to hit you with air render from here, am I? You bastard. And I believe that's also short. Yeah. That's okay. Let's just move up. Get ready. That is the one with counter after all. Let's just get into range. Just whittle him. Just keep whittling him. Ooh, critical. Nicely done. Fucking Colette. Early on, real squishy. Later on, just a machine of death. Unstoppable killing machine. I am okay with this. Not okay with him being able to move, but I'm okay with her being a killing machine. Wow, really? I was almost certain that he was... Okay, yeah, that's... Okay, that was... Interesting approach there. I thought he was just going to run behind Lucas and just mess him the fuck up, but this is probably worse. Alright, maybe not. Everybody lived. And he is now facing the wrong way, so we should be able to actually do some pretty good damage here. And this will level, assuming we don't miss that 5%, this will level Lucas up, which is always nice. Yeah, alright. So he's level 10, closing the gap a little bit. It's the whole point of these side battles is to catch up our lower characters a little bit. Just try to stay out of range of stuff that will absolutely kill you. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna sit around and farm that turtle too much. If I do, it's only gonna be for a couple of rounds, and I will speed that up because that's, you know, not something you guys have to sit here and watch. That's bullshit. But yeah, I think I don't think that's necessary, and that's not interesting to watch. So we'll just make sure that we do some of these kinds of episodes regularly. There's no point in aiming for his legs right now. He's literally in the middle of every fucking buddy. Let's just keep doing damage. Ah, another critical. Shit, 2 in a row? God, work the shaft. Yeah, let's leave him there. God damn it, can I not move anywhere and not jeopardize everybody with that AoE breath ability? 16 damage? God damn, that physical defense. Alright, it's a good hit. That poison's gonna fuck him up. Spread out a little bit. Can I get a full flank? Yeah, I can get a full flank. Excellent. Issue is, though, I am facing a counter, and I'm not super thrilled about that, especially when Marsh is a little bit low. How much farther can he move? He can actually move down here, but that scares the shit out of me. And this moves him into a line to be hit by a breath attack again. But how much health do we have left? Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's just go for damage. Let's do it. Let's do it. Take him down. Turtle. Nobody gives a shit about the turtle. Get out of my way. He's gonna smack Lucas. Watch him just kill him. Okay, that might actually kill him. Do not hit, please. Oh my god. That almost killed him. That's what I get for talking shit. What are we looking at here? 41 health? Shit, his turn's gonna be coming up soon. Oh, well, apparently what I mean by soon is never. Alright, let's just have our way with the... I'm gonna stop there. That already started out terribly. Let's just finish off the turtle then. Actually, in context, that also sounds pretty bad. Can't really win. It's too late. Let's throw another Cura. It is a single target. I believe that is one of the changes. That's okay though, because it is a great heal. Marsh is topped off. Darcy leveled up. Everybody is leveling up. He might die from poison if we leave him for it, but we might actually just kill him. No hat trick. That's too bad. Oh, we might actually kill him with this. Ooh. That'd be fitting for Oscar to take the kill. Yeah. Excellent. Now it's just the turtle. And I'm not gonna farm him. I'm just gonna bring him down the first chance I get. So I won't speed this part up. I'll just, you know, knock it out and we'll be good. Let's throw down here. Knock him out real quick and we're done. Good hit. Whose turn's coming up? Because I will skip over a turn to let somebody who needs it more get it. Yeah, Lucas. Let him get one more hit there. Stack up some more XP. Put him about halfway to the next level. A little less than halfway. And then we'll use our killing machine to put him down. Exactly 2 damage. Let's see. Yep. That's all we need. Just need the killing machine. That's it. Let's just call that in and it's over. And that does it. That turned out way better than I expected it to be honest. When I saw the 3 dragons, I thought, we might be boned. Yes, it did. And we got a fortune ring. Yves mastered air render, so we can move him on. Lucas mastered speed break, we can move him on. And we didn't pick up another animist. All in all, pretty good. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to go ahead and end it there. And I'm going to go back to recording. I was supposed to be recording in bulk, but as I mentioned earlier, there was a problem and I had to come back to this. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Later.